Well, I think I'm somewhere on the Settle and Carlisle line, somewhere.
Somewhere.
Not
north
million
of
miles.
That, yes,
okay.
but you're in the a part of the Waverley route.
Got you.
South-east Scotland.
And a BR red train with
looking somewhere in the late 1950s.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you beat me to it, Ian.
Yes. Right.
Beautiful layout.
Thank you.
Tell me about it.
It started off, it's 1993, I think. It was its first ever outing here at Glasgow at Model Rail Scotland, and it's just grown a bit. It first exhibited, the layout stopped down at the station, it was an end to end, and then we decided, as an operator, as a group, we found it boring. Back and forth, and we decided, could we make it a through layout? So we decided to build the other baseboard, another fiddle yard, and lo and behold, we had a through layout, and we could trundle trains back and forth, and we were as happy as Larry.
And I'll bet you were. But quickly, why is it not a circuit? Why is it not a tail chaser?
Because I didn't have a big enough garage, is really the answer.
And many modelers will empathise with that.
So in its current form, this layout appeared at Worley in 1998. So this layout since 19. So it's nearly 30 years old in this format.
And you know, we know the Scottish scene very well, and it is just redolent of that.
It's meant to
time
be a mythical branch line off the Waverley route. The signal box is based in the one at Shank End, and the station building is based in Shank End as well. When way back in 1985, when I was doing the research for it, they were still extant. They were still there. The signal box is now a kind of summer house, and the station is now a private house as well. But I got to them, it was still just derelict property, and I managed to measure it all up and get the pictures and get it all. So,
and at that time, of course, there was coal traffic.
Yes,
plenty of coal around.
Yes, well, we invented a colliery on it for operator interest. So that's the part of it, that's where we do it, and nobody's ever said it's wrong, so we're quite happy over the years.
But does that really matter? No, some modelers do, but
I think that I like to try and get it so that the layout represents at that era. The locomotives are all of that type, they all ran, they were based at St Margaret's in Edinburgh or Hoyk or Canal, so it gives the flavour, but trying to tie it too tight down I think can box you in.
I think you're right, The viaduct's beautiful, scratch built?
Yes, it was built by my friend Steve Driver. That's a ready mixed polyfiller with all the stones all individually scribed on.
And the river is lovely, and it works.
The river is actually some sort of old oil varnish that Steve found in his garage that was his dad's. We don't know what the chemicals are, hence the we have seen over the years it changes, but it's actually
looks great.
It's good. It's given the effect.
And trains, we're going to see diesel on this? No, maybe not.
We do run it with diesel. We try to run it steam in its pure form like it is here today, because with a nod back to when it was first came to Glasgow, it was always steam. But over the years I've now realised that green diesels are as much part of the railway history as steam. So we're out with it next weekend at York, and it's going to be in green diesel format. The DMUs are really quite useful. You don't have to faff about shunting engines.
Very good. Ian, it's a beautiful layout. It's absolutely delightful. Thank you very much
Thank you
for your time and explaining such an important part of Scotland's railway history in miniature. Plenty more still to come from Model Rail Scotland 2026.